Good evening. We are live and we are back for our first show of 2021. I'm Candy Knight.
And I am Coach Thomas, and you are a part of the Expect to Win experience. Live.
Happy New Year. We're back with another episode to get our year started. Another athletic student and a special guest as well. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing good, Candy. Happy New Year, and I'm ready and excited and anxious to get going with our show. Tonight is every show is special as we focus on student athletes, and we have a very special athlete tonight. And so, Candy, why don't you introduce our guest? Well, before we bring our guest on, we're
Okay.
going to have a commercial break. We're going to have a
Okay.
commercial break, and then we're going to bring our special guest on. But thank you all for watching tonight and joining us and being a part of the Expect to Win experience. And if this is your first time watching, we ask you to subscribe to
Right.
our
Subscribe and love.
channel, and just find the little thing wherever it is and subscribe and check us out. And we are here live Saturday from 7 to 8 p.m. So we are going to get right into the show after this commercial break.
All right. What a commercial. She was ready to
It kind
go.
of
She
froze on
had
my
a
end. How did it froze on my end, so I couldn't see it.
Well, no, it showed on my
How was
end,
it?
and she looked like a tough competitor. I
It
wouldn't want to beat her and make her upset. She looks great. She was doing her thing, and shout out to Bo, of course, the
yes, that
trainer.
was Bo Thomas and his mother.
I love it.
And
I love it.
you you fight like a girl campaign.
That's right,
So
and that's a
uh,
compliment.
yes, exactly. So we don't want nobody to get upset. Coach Thomas said you fight like a girl because if you look at her fight, you you want to be able to
Absolutely,
fight like that girl.
just like that. Absolutely.
So, Candy, why don't you introduce our guest for tonight?
Okay, so tonight we are opening up the new year with cheer. We are cheering in 2021. And so tonight's special guest student athlete is a cheerleader at Cal State University, is Dominguez Hills. There in California, and she's the cheerleader for the school, sophomore Ayanna Wade. So let's welcome Ayanna to the show.
Okay,
Hi.
trying to add it.
There she
There she
There you
is.
go.
Now we add Candy. There we are. There
Oh,
we
there
go.
we go. Welcome to the show, Ayanna.
Thank
Thanks for
you guys for
joining
having
us.
me.
And
I'm
Happy New
good.
Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
We are honored to have you as our first guest of 2021. So you have to set the bar high tonight. Everybody has to follow you.
I got this.
Sounds good.
Yes,
All
you
right, so
do.
let's get into this cheer. How did you begin cheerleading? When did you start? How old were you?
Okay, so I was in cheer when I was little, but I didn't like continue it. I got to high school and I was like totally against cheer. Like I didn't want to be any part of it. And after hearing like my mom's stories about her having fun, like doing cheer, and then me like seeing my friends doing cheer, seeing my best friend doing cheer, like that made me want to try something new. So yeah, so I've been cheering since my sophomore year in high school, and I'm still doing it still to this day.
All right. So, what is the toughest part about cheerleading?
I would definitely say like for me, I'm putting myself in like the captain perspective because I am captain for my team. So
Oh,
like
wow.
the hardest part is, staying on your toes, making sure like you're setting an example for not only the whole school because that's who's looking at you no matter what, but also your whole team is like depending on you each and every time.
Wow.
All right.
Ayanna, I always wondered about cheerleaders. What do you do when, say, you just don't feel like it? You don't feel it.
Right.
You don't feel
You
like
still have to
you
smile.
don't want
You still
to
have to
step up.
smile. The show still goes on.
Oh, that's
And how,
awesome.
I
That's
want to know.
what. Go ahead,
Oh, go
Kandi.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, and I want to know how you react when the crowd is just not feeling it, when you're trying to pep the crowd up and they're just sitting there just kind of silent. Like, how do you get
Yeah,
them interacting?
yeah, you had to like go towards the crowd, running at them, like trying to get everybody like, yes, say it. Like you have to get in their face and make them say it. Like, and eventually they will. Once they see you in their face, they're like, oh, let me just say it. So yeah.
Okay.
So what do you do when, okay, just like Kandi said, okay, the team is like, say your team is getting blown out, and like I said, and the crowd is not into it, and do you ever have to like being the captain? Do you have to motivate the other girls, or is everybody just they know what they're supposed to do?
Well, not only do I motivate them, but like my high school coach and my college coach, like they both made sure the whole team knew, like, no matter what, like you're gonna keep smiling, you're gonna keep dancing, like music cuts off, you're gonna keep going, like so no matter what, like everybody knows to keep going.
Have
Well,
you
that's
won
good.
any
So you guys
awards for
are,
cheer?
What happened? Sorry, like.
Have you won any awards for cheering? We're having some
Oh
technical
yeah.
difficulties, but we'll get.
In high school, my cheer team was the like first team to bring back a trophy in cheer. So that was like really
awesome.
exciting. Yeah. And then well for a long time, not the first time, but like it stopped for like a really long time and then we brought it back. So we were like the first team that brought it back. And then that was the first place like at competition. And so yeah, so we won first place 2 years in a row. So those are my like last 2 years that we did competition and we won both years.
All right. Nice. So, what's your favorite part about cheer?
I would honestly say the bond that I get with people. Like I didn't meet her, but we got really close, me and my best friend through cheer. And so yeah, like it's just a good bond to have someone that understands like what you're going through. Cause it's like you have those friends that don't understand, oh, I can't go to the movies
Mhm.
or I can't go hang out with you like because I have cheer practice and or I can't go to this party because I'm not allowed at parties. Like
Oh,
so
wow.
it's good to have like friends that understand like what you're going through.
Okay. Well, speaking of the practice, how has COVID affected you guys' practices and the games and everything? Do you guys have to do it through Zoom, or are you in
Yeah,
the
we're
gym by
doing Zoom
yourselves?
right now. Yeah, because the gym like it's just not open right now for us at our school. But yeah, our team's still going strong. We're still going strong on Zoom.
Good.
What's the worst thing about cheerleading?
I wouldn't even say it's the worst thing, but I mean, since I was in college, like my coach, she conditioned us like crazy. So I would say that part, but at the end, it's helping you and it's making you stronger. So it's like a good but bad thing.
So you guys have to be in tip top shape. Now I saw a
Yeah.
picture of you getting thrown into the air, and I don't know. I think, tell me the different, I don't want to call them positions, but different areas of cheer. I know, I think I've heard someone call it a flyer or a base or something. Can you
Yeah.
explain to those who aren't familiar with cheer what, I guess, the levels are, or what the different parts of the cheer squad are?
Okay, so there's the flyer. That's the person that usually gets thrown in the air doing the flips. That's the person that you always see that face. You always see that face. Then you have the main base, and that's the person that has the main position of the stunt. And then you have a side base that's there. It's still the same thing, but it's like assisting the main base mostly.
Mhm.
The main base has the harder job. And then there's the back spot that's there to keep the stunt in position. So yeah. And then
Okay.
there's usually front spots sometimes. That's just to make sure the stunt is also, that's like a front back spot, if that makes sense. That's like the person in the front, same job.
Okay, got you. Do you guys have guys on your cheer team?
I had a guy on my college team, but never on my high school team.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How does he handle it? Because I know guys in high school can be cruel. I mean, or just period. So if a guy's on the cheer team, how does he handle being around a bunch of women, or does his friends like kind of jab or make jokes with him because he's on a cheer team?
He's actually one of our captains as well.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so he gets the crowd really hype. He knows what he's doing. Like, I don't think he even worries about what other people think, to be honest. Like, he knows what he's doing.
That's good. We love to see the fellows out there too. I mean, somebody knows the lady stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, I'm listening. As I was listening to you, Yanni, talk about the different positions. I never would have thought it was that technical. You have to have all these different positions.
Yeah.
And, wow, that's interesting. And it sounds like you just know it off the top of your head.
Yeah, it's like,
is that from your years of experience?
Yeah, I was a flyer in high school, and then I'm a base in college now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are there certain specifications or things you have to do to be a flyer, or is it just based on skill?
Yeah, so on my college team, you have to be able to do a back handspring to be a flyer. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the qualifications, and you have to like be able to trust people. And so that was my problem. Like in high school, I was able to fly because like my best friend was my base, so I was always like, she's gonna catch me. Like I know she's gonna catch me.
Right.
She got elbows to the face, kicks in the face, all that.
Wow.
She still caught me. And so when I got to college and it was like other people were under me, I kind of like froze. So I mean, I knew like my position was base. After that happened, I knew it. So my coach moved me to base, and ever since then I've been cool. Like I've been chilling there.
Oh, good. So what do you think about a future in cheer? Do you want to cheer maybe for pro teams, for not high school, basketball or football, or you think you'll probably stop after college?
I think I'm going to stop after college just because I'm going to be going into medical school, and like I'm not going to really have time to do anything else. But I would see myself in the future being a cheer coach, and I see myself bringing it back once I get my whole situation done with medical school and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I think you'd be a great cheer coach, just from what we've been talking about here tonight so far. So that's awesome. Get back.
With that being said, we're going to take a break, another commercial break, and we're going to come back with our special guest, our featured guest, Miss Ayanna Wade from Cal State University, Dominguez Hills in Carson, California, cheerleader. And we're going to come back with special guests tonight. You guys are going to enjoy these two young ladies together tonight. So we'll be back in 1 minute. One more.
right, Fight Like a Girl, and we are back. The Expect to Win Experience talk show where we highlight student athletes, and we are talking tonight to cheerleader Ayanna Wade, who is a college cheerleader, and we're going to bring in our special guest in just a moment.
I still cannot see myself. I don't know what's going on, but
Uh-oh.
I'm assuming I am there.
Well, we see you.
So
You are here.
you can see me. Okay, I'm there. Well, we're going to bring on our special guest, and because I cannot see myself, Kandi, I'm going to allow you to introduce her. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so we've already talked to you. Okay. All right. So we've spoken. Oh, there you are. Okay. Do you want to introduce our guest now, or
go ahead? You have the floor.
All right. So we've talked to Ayanna about the college aspect of cheerleading. Now our special guest tonight is an NFL cheerleader for the Atlanta Falcons, Miss Mikyle Crockett. So let's welcome Mikyle to the show this evening.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for joining us.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We are so honored to have you with us tonight.
I'm so honored that y'all are having me.
Well, and to give some words of inspiration to Miss Ayanna, and so I keep screwing up your name. So will it be okay if I call you MC tonight?
Go for it. That's completely fine.
But it is Mikyle, right? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Okay.
Yep, Mikyle.
Oh.
Okay,
Mikyle. Mikyle, why don't you tell us how did you get involved in cheerleading, and when did you start your cheerleading career?
Yeah. So I have danced my whole life. My background is actually more so dance than cheer. I've danced since I was 3 years old, and all types of dance. So I've tapped, I've done ballet, I did jazz, hip hop, competed. My life was dance. And I cheered in high school for basketball and football. I went to Auburn University. I danced in college my first 2 years. And then I graduated, moved to Atlanta, started evaluating things that I wanted to accomplish, before I hit 30, and just what I wanted to use my spare time with. And so that's how I landed upon going back into the dance field and cheering. Chose Atlanta Falcons, auditioned, loved every moment of it. I was selected, and it's an honor to be on the team. This is my third season. I just finished my third season.
All right.
Them, but just my passion for dance and performing and interacting with people kind of led me back to my roots.
That's awesome. So tell us about game day, what it's like for you as a cheerleader from the time you get to the stadium until the time you leave.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't realize all the work that goes into game days. Our typical games start at 1:00. I'm at the stadium 6:30 in the morning. So that is hair done, my makeup is done. We have a practice outfit so we're all matching. And then we all have to be on the field by 7:20. Then we run through all of our dances. We call what we mark it on the field, so you know exactly where you stand, practice at each end zone. And then we go into the locker room. Some girls start all over with their makeup, some girls shower, some girls take a nap. But we kind of get ready for the day. And then we have appearances from 10:00 to the start of the game. So appearances can range from being at the gates and greeting fans to going to the suites and interacting with some of our, VIP guests, to different stations in the stadium, but just giving people a chance to interact with the cheerleaders, take pictures and autographs, all of that stuff. And then the game starts. And then from there, you're cheering for a 4-hour game, cheering the team on, doing dances, to do, different end zone dances. And then once the game is over, we kind of pack up and go home. Some of the girls will we'll eat after the game together, kind of spend the whole day together.
That's awesome. So what does your week look like? Do you guys practice during the week as well, or is it just on the weekend for game day?
Yeah. So we practice this is a normal season. COVID was, a whole different story. But traditionally we practice on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 7 p.m. to about 10 p.m. And all of us you have to have a full-time job. So all of us work, different careers, but you work during the day, and then we'll practice Tuesday, Thursdays. You may have appearances throughout the week. Those are voluntary. But, getting involved in the community and stuff like that throughout the week and on the weekends when you don't have a game.
Wow. We have a question, Kandi, for actually it's for Ayanna. Someone wanted to know, have you ever had someone drop you?
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, it happens, but you just get back up. It hurts, but you just get back up. That's it. It happened. I feel like it's happened. All right. Well, since we're talking to flyer.
Mikyle, have you ever been tossed
every
in the
flyer
air
almost
and
gets
dropped?
Oh my.
I have not been dropped, but I'm also not a flyer. I am actually 5'11", flat foot. So I am typically the base spot. I know I'm tall. I typically found myself to be the back spot when I did stunting in high school. We don't do stunts for Falcons, but I'm a little too tall to make the flyer position.
I always wanted to know from the cheerleader perspective.
What'd you say, sorry?
From the cheerleader perspective. Okay, we haven't. Okay, go ahead.
I was just asking how tall Ayanna was.
Oh, I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
A tremendous difference. From a professional standpoint,
I think he's frozen.
I'm frozen again. Okay, well, something is going on with my thing, so I'm gonna see if I can fix it. So I'm gonna disappear for Kandi.
I think theirs are lagging.
I know, yeah. There we go.
We are having all kind of technical difficulties. Now Kandi is frozen. So I don't know what's going on. This has never happened to us before.
It's okay.
It has never happened before. But okay. Mikyle, from a professional standpoint, is there a lot of competition to become a professional cheerleader? Is there, I mean, when you audition, like hundreds of girls, or
I definitely would say it's definitely an honor to make the team, and when you have those long practices or long games, you kind of remind yourself how special it is to earn one of those spots on the team. Auditions are a couple days long, and it starts with hundreds of girls, probably at least 300 something girls. And that dwindles all the way down to 36. So it's a long process, different rounds. You dance, you have boot camp rounds where you have to show your fitness side. You have interviews where they get to know your personality. So it's a real process, but it makes you super thankful to when you finally do earn one of those spots.
So what do you do? How do you make yourself stand out from among, one out of hundreds of girls?
I mean, at that point, you gotta do you, and hope your it factor shines. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. So I'm personally, just my personal mantra in life, I'm really big on women's whole, like becoming a holistic woman, right? So I think if I work on developing my whole self, so being the best physically that I can be, am I in shape? Do I look good? What's my appearance look like? I came prepared and I look prepared. Am I stretching? Are my kicks good? Is my technique good? Also, For the interview, like, have I been staying up to date? Have I spent time with myself to know who I am, to be able to articulate that to the coaches when they interview me? So really, practicing, becoming a holistic woman, I'd say it helps, when you do the little things with excellence, when it's your time to shine, you're ready for the moment.
That's awesome. Well, do you have a favorite moment?
Ayanna, you have any?
Me? Okay.
We're lagging. Yes, for you, Mikyle. Sorry. Do you have a favorite moment from cheering? I know you guys are in Atlanta, a lot of celebrities, a lot of appearances. What has been your, moment?
Yeah, so I joined the team the year after we made it to Super Bowl. So I didn't have experience going to the Super Bowl, but Atlanta actually hosted the Super Bowl my second year. So as the hosting city, the cheerleaders were very involved in all the activities that were going on. So just being a part of that special moment for the city is something I think I'll cherish forever.
All right. Well, yes, Ayanna, did you have a question?
Do you have any?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, what was your preparation for the team? Like, what did you do to prepare when you went to go audition for the team?
I think the biggest thing, and maybe this is because I'm getting older, is just physically preparing, right? So I have to work out and making sure I'm drinking all the water I need to drink, making sure, what's my look going to be like for the season. I just went blonde, but for all my other seasons, I was a brunette. And just making sure I'm stretching every day. You have to be on it. I can't prepare the week before. It has to be your lifestyle, right? And then you just you happen to be ready for that moment when it comes.
That's cool. And then I know you guys, you say you don't stunt. So what is other things that you guys do on the sidelines when you guys are
So I'd say the majority of our background for being at the games is really dance based. So when have you been to a professional football game before?
No, but I've seen you guys' performances before.
So in between timeouts or different calls or just randomly or celebrations or different things, they play music in the stadium. So as soon as that music comes on, we have a dance to it. Maybe not that particular song, but we learn what we call fillers. So we probably learn about 20 to 30 different fillers. And then when the song comes on, our captain calls something. As soon as she calls it, we all start following. So just really there to bring the energy, bring the excitement, keep the fans going at every moment of the game. So it's a lot of dancing. And that I would say that's mainly what we do. And some of the girls do flip. I don't tumble. Again, I'm a little tall, but we have tall girls that tumble, so I won't say that, but I've never been a tumbler. But we do have girls that tumble. So when we get touchdowns, they may do their back handsprings and tucks and all that fun stuff. So we have times in the games where they can bring out their tricks.
Yeah, we have the same thing in college, but we call it stands. And yeah, so when the music comes on, we just pull out one of the routines or one of the 8 counts that we learned. Yeah, and then we'll do it. And there's also girls that'll do flips and stuff during the games. But we only have basketball. That we don't have football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So our team is mostly volleyball. We cheer for volleyball and basketball.
Very cool. Yeah, we did a couple of volleyball games when I danced for Auburn. But I liked basketball season.
Yeah, I like basketball too.
So with being in the NFL, the teams, there's competition amongst the teams. Do cheerleaders? Do you guys you get into it with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders? Do you guys
bring it on?
No. We are truly one big sisterhood. It's very cool. It's funny that you say Dallas because my first year captain actually just made the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders she just made their team. So it's honestly one big sisterhood. We have, girls that may switch between teams if they move for their job or just move for their family. So I feel like it's cool to have that network, where no matter where you go, or if you go to an away game, it's cool to connect with their cheerleaders. They welcome you with open arms and just kind of hear their experience. And it's cool. Like Ayanna said, you all have something in common, right? So we all have a passion for dancing and cheering and football, and we kind of know the things that we go through. So it's cool to meet other girls from other teams and have that bond with them.
That is awesome.
We
I
have
want to
a
know.
question for you, Mikyle.
Oh, question.
We
Okay.
have a question for
What's up?
What motivated you to cheer?
I think I have just a genuine passion for performing, whether it's on a stage, on a football field, at my family reunion. Like, I was always the kid that performed, and I love that moment. Just there's something special about sharing my, God-given talent with other people and being able to share those emotions and celebrate, a touchdown or different moments, like to be able to celebrate that and express that and perform to people. I love it.
Awesome. Do we have another question, or was that the last one?
Yeah, well, I have one more question. This is a question for me, and this is
Okay.
for Mikyle and Ayanna. How does cheer help with your self-esteem? Or
You want
does
me to
it?
go first?
Yeah, you got it, girl.
Okay. It helps with your self-esteem because like you're getting cheered on by like a whole bunch of people, like, and it makes me feel good, like that I'm making other people like feel good. And I like looking in the crowd and just seeing everybody like jumping around or like, like cheering me on, like that just boosts my self-esteem a lot. And then like just like being in cheer period is like you have to be on your toes, like putting on makeup, like all of that. Like I feel like dressing up, all of that boosted definitely my self-esteem.
Yeah, I was gonna say I always say energy is neither created or destroyed, but it's transferred. So just being that support system for other people, whether it's a team, whether it's a fan, whether it's a little kid you meet before the game, being that spark of joy naturally brings that energy back to you and brings that confidence back to you to know that I have a purpose, not only on this team, everybody plays a role in a team, but I have a purpose on this team. I have a purpose on this field. I have a purpose in this community that I'm serving. And it all just plays a bigger part in your confidence and what your ultimate purpose is,
That is awesome. I want to know about the players. Like when I was growing up, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to marry an NFL player. So do the cheerleaders get to interact with the players? I've heard that you guys aren't allowed to,
Not
fraternize, but how does that work? Do you see them and, say hey or?
Not at all. I always joke that honestly, if half the football team walked in a restaurant I was at, I probably wouldn't even
You wouldn't know.
Like, obviously, I know the players because I'm a part of the organization. Like, I know who they are, their numbers, their position, all that stuff. But as far as a personal interaction, it's separate. The football team is their organization. The cheerleaders, we have our job, and we're all very professional about it. And we don't have to cross those boundaries.
Let me ask you this, Mikyle.
Well, what do you see your future like for cheer?
Sorry, I think both of y'all were asking.
Are we crossing again?
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Coach.
I just wanted to ask this question because it's interesting that you said that you guys really don't interact with the players or anything. And I think a lot of people have the misconception, you guys are out there in your skimpy outfits and all of that, and it may be like it's just one big party, but that's not the case, right?
Nope. I would say our biggest role is really being community advocates, so it does go beyond just our appearance. Everybody on the team has so many different careers. We have nurses. Our coach is a chemist. Our other coach has her doctorate. My background is in marketing and operations. We have fitness instructors. We have all engineers. We have all types of different women that create our team. And then we all have a role and I'd say role is a good word. We all have a role to serve the community, right? So we do hundreds of appearances throughout the season and just really getting involved in different causes, whether it's at the hospital, dealing with, kids and brightening their day, whether we're at a nursing home, whether we're at Publix, just bringing random sparks of joy. And it's a partnership with a toy drive. I did a toy drive at Publix one time, but I really think that it goes beyond our appearance, right? It's who we are as individuals and also as a team in the community.
So Ayanna, when she finishes medical school, she can come back and be a doctor and be a cheerleader, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That'd be awesome. Do you guys have an age cutoff?
Nope. You have to be at least 18 and you have to have a full-time job. But we don't have an age cutoff. We had a huge range with our age this year, since this year we auditioned virtually. So that kind of opened the door to more people being able to be a part of the process. But we have moms on the team. We have older people who have come back and decided to follow their passion of dance, and we welcome everybody. If you can keep up with a 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're a well-rounded woman, we are happy to have you.
Love it.
Well, we're going to take our last commercial break for the evening, and we will be back with Miss Ayanna Wade and Miss Mikyle Crockett, and I'm enjoying this. I'm learning a lot about, being a cheerleader. I could never be one, but I'm enjoying the conversation. But we're gonna take this commercial break, our final commercial break for the evening, and we'll be right back. Uh-oh, what happened? One more.
Right, and we are back. The Expect to Win Experience talk show where we highlight student athletes. Ayanna Wade is our sophomore college cheerleader, and we've got Miss Mikyle Crockett, Atlanta Falcons cheerleader, and we are talking about all things cheer to bring in the new year. What do you think, Coach?
Well, like I said, I am loving it, and I'm going to direct the question to both Mikyle and Ayanna. You have this young lady that wants to get involved in cheer, but she's a little shy and kind of timid, but that's something she wants to do. What would you guys say to her?
Personally, I feel like that was me. I was that person, because in middle school I was in band. I was shy. I didn't want to really talk to anyone, and I would say just go for it. It's a huge difference once you see how the system works and things like that. It's not so scary anymore, and you have that sisterhood where they back you up no matter what. So it's no reason to be afraid. You should just go.
I was going to say the exact same thing. You never know what you don't know. You're not alone. You have a squad, you have a coach, you have fans, you have a team. So I would say go for it and really push the limits you got to face your fears. Just go for it.
Sounds
Right.
awesome.
All right.
Great words of advice.
Well,
So how
we definitely. Uh, we're gonna wrap the show up. Now it was a pleasure having both of you ladies here. Uh, we have to get Mikyle a white expect to win hoodie. So we'll be sending that out to you, Mikyle. But
Awesome.
any closing words, Mikyle, you first before we thank you. We're so honored to have you
yeah.
tonight. First featured guest of 2021, and to come on and support Ayanna. And any words that you would say to her, any words of inspiration or motivation you have for Ayanna.
Yeah, you are on the brink of I see your trajectory of excellence, and I cannot wait to see you really tap into that and double down on that. Like your aspirations for medical school and you being a captain, like that is awesome. Now double it and go for it, right? Like we're
Yeah.
here to support you. Your team is supporting you. You have a great head on your shoulders. Never limit yourself. Never, never, never settle in any area of your life, and just really challenge that holistic picture that I was talking about, So
Thank you.
the beginning, girl.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I love it. It's sisterhood moment. Sorry, coach, but I'm here for the girl moment.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm the luckiest man. I'm here with these three beautiful women tonight. Why would I want to go anywhere?
It's been amazing, an amazing show. I want to know if you guys have any contact information for you, Ayanna. If anyone wants to follow your, I guess, your story or your progress as you're cheering. Same for you, Mikyle, if they want to see you in action or maybe for next season, hopefully, if we can see you, do your thing on the field.
Yeah. So of course we have an official Atlanta Falcons cheerleaders Instagram account. So that way you can meet all the cheerleaders, see what's going on behind the scenes next season. If you want to try out for the team, you'll also see details there. Go check us out. And then my personal Instagram is MCLight8. I've had the name forever, but that's MCLYTE8, the number 8. And you can see everything that I have going on between my personal life, cheerleading. I started a planner company this year. So just everything.
Yes, and your Instagram is the bomb. And for those of you who may not know, I invited her because she's my Instagram friend. And so when we started talking cheerleading, I said, "Oh, I've got a friend that's one on Instagram." So thank you again for coming.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I was honored. It was a good kickstart to my year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Ayanna, what about you?
Okay, so we have a cheer page team on Instagram. It's at CSUDH Cheer. And we post everything that we do on there. We also post the videos that we have been doing since we've been in quarantine. And every day it's something positive being posted on there. And my personal one is Ayanna.Janae, Janae. And that's just me posting pictures.
Just random pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we love it. Such an awesome show. We're going to wrap up, but thank you both for coming in and helping us to cheer in the new year.
And you guys, I hope you guys follow each other. Mikyle, you and Ayanna, you follow each other.
And I'm looking Ayanna, I'm looking for it right now. There's a lot of different.
That's
AYA.
That's the beauty of
JANAE.
Yes. I found yours. I'm gonna follow it right now.
Here we go. I'll follow back.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you guys, ladies, for being here. And we once again, we're honored to have both of you ladies. Good luck in the future. I will probably watch some Atlanta Falcons games next year because of Mikyle.
Absolutely.
Being in Los Angeles, anyway, we won't go there. Thank you, Mikyle. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
And Ayanna, we thank you, my dear,
Thank
as
you for
well.
having me.
We're honored. And don't forget that selfie picture
Okay.
tonight.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Miss Ayanna Wade and Miss Mikyle Crockett for tonight. What a show on
Yes.
cheerleading.
What a great way
I
to open up the new year. Interesting information. We see the cheerleaders on the sidelines, but who knew all the work that they put in to cheering behind the scenes to bring us cheer during the games. So much respect to them. We'll definitely look at them differently when we see the cheerleaders, knowing that the process they have to go through and all that they put into, I guess, getting us hype and having us enjoy the game.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. So that's gonna wrap up our show for tonight, Kandi. I am Coach Thomas.
And I'm Kandi Knight, and this is the Expect to Win experience. We're still live.
Good night, everybody.
All
We're
right.
out of here.